Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another few values that we can use with global composite operation property. Okay, so prior to this session, we have already discussed many other types of values that we can use with global composite operation global composite operation property. So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we will talk about 5 more values, which is multiply, screen, overlay, darken and lighten. Okay, although we were doing 1 or 2 values in a session, but as there are many values for these property, so that's why I have decided to cover 5 values in the same session. But I'll explain you each and everything in detailed way, so don't worry, you will be able to understand all these values. Okay, so by the end of this session, we will be able to understand what is multiply value, why we use it, what is the screen value, what is overlay value, darken value and lighten value with their example as well as the output. Clear? But before we start the discussion, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. For time being, we will just focus mainly on the content values. Okay, so here you can see we have one heading, which is HTML by Sharmit. Now output is coming like this, HTML by Sharmit. After this, what we will do, we will write here h2, and here although we are going to cover multiple values, so I'm just using this as a heading, because in comments you can see what all values we are going to cover. So it is coming like this, the global composite operation property values. Okay, now to show this thing, what we need one canvas, right? So let's declare the canvas here. In canvas we will set id would be canvas1. Okay, then we will set width would be 600 pixels. Then we have height would be 300 pixels. Then we can provide style, and style would be border 5 pixel solid black. Okay, now once you have created the canvas, you can refresh the screen and it will show you this canvas. Okay, on this canvas we will apply some drawing. We will use some method and draw some shapes, and after drawing that shape on for the overlapping areas, we will apply all these values one by one. Okay, so for that we need one script. So we'll simply write here script. In script we will write here var c equal document dot get element by id canvas1 where ctx equal c dot get context, and here we will write 2d. So what this 2 line will do, the first line will connect your script with canvas, and the second line will provide you all those context tools or method that we can use to create the 2-dimensional things. Okay, 2-dimensional shape. Okay, so this is the thing that we have added in this script part. Now it's time to draw some shapes, because without shape it would not be that easier. It would not be possible, in fact, for understanding all these values. So for that purpose, I'll draw my first shape here. So I'll write here rectangle 1, and here we will write ctx dot fill style. ctx dot fill style. Remember one thing, JavaScript is completely case sensitive. So whatever you are writing here, please make sure it is in same case. Okay, let's say if you have noted down something with a capital C, so you are supposed to use it throughout the program as a capital C. Okay, otherwise it won't work. So that's the one thing that we need to take care of. Now what we will do here, in fill style we will set the color, for example red. Save it, and then we will write here ctx dot fill rect. In fill rect we will provide some values like 10, comma 10 comma 100 comma 100. Okay, so what this will do, it will save the rectangle, refresh it, and now you can see this rectangle is coming over here. Okay, so this is the thing, and we have just drawn one rectangle. Now for creating the overlapping scenario, we will create another rectangle. So I'll put the comment here, rectangle 2, and here we will write ctx.fill_style equal blue. Okay, so we have just added this blue, and this time the dimensions would be different. In case if you don't know what is this 10 10 100 100, so you can check the previous session, because there we have already covered the session like how to draw the rectangle. So there you can find the meaning of all these values, but for now we are just focusing on the main content, that is value. So that's why I'm preparing everything which we needed for the demo process. Okay, now you can save it and refresh it. So after a refresh, you can see two shapes has been added. First one is in red color, second one is in blue color. Clear? So far we have just added two rectangles, that is creating the virtual overlapping scenario. Now what we will do after this? After this we will simply use the global composite operation property value to understand its process. So for that, here we will write global, not like this, we will write here ctx dot global composite operation equal, and then the value. Remember one thing, we are going to learn about various value, so let's go one by one. The first value is multiply. So what it is doing, here I have noted down the description as well. It multiplies the pixels of top layer with the pixels of bottom layer, and a darker picture is the result. Clear? So this is the top layer picture, this is the bottom layer picture. So what it is doing basically here, it will multiply the pixels, and the darker image will be shown as a result. Now some of you might be thinking like, why it is not doing it so far? Because we have not applied it right? So here we will apply this now. Here we will write multiply. Just save it and refresh it. So once you refresh it, you can see now the overlapped area is the multiplication of the pixel of bottom layer shape and top layer shape, and this is the darker result we are getting. Clear? So this is the first thing that we discuss, multiply. Then we have screen. What screen will do? It will firstly invert the pixels, then multiply the pixel, and then invert the result again. Clear? What it will do? It will invert the picture, it will invert the pixels, multiply the pixels, and whatever output we are getting will be re-inverted again. And a lighter picture is the result, which is quite opposite of multiply. Clear? So in this situation we will apply it directly here. Instead of multiply, we will write here screen. Now save it and refresh it. So now you can see this red portion and blue portion is firstly inverted, then multiplied, then the result is again inverted. So output is coming this lighter picture. Clear? Fine. Then we have overlay, which is a combination of multiply and screen. Dark part of the base layer is darker and light part of is lighter. Okay, so you can apply this here. So now what you just need to do, you just need to change all the values here one by one, and you can try like how it is working. Okay, similarly we have darken and lighten. So in case of darken, you can see it keeps the darkest pixels of both layer. So in case you write darken, it will show only the darken portion. Clear? Likewise we have lighten. So if you are providing it here as lighten, it will show you the lighten picture. Clear? So this is how you can utilize all these values, even though like there are many other values that we can use and we will discuss in the upcoming session, but for time being we have just covered only these 5 values that we can use with global composite operation method to learn something about and to explore something about these values, which is multiply, screen, overlay, darken and lighten. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.